2 presents Hancock and Kelley.
And good Sunday morning to you. Welcome to Hancock and Kelley on Fox 2, where we take on the top issues of the week. On the right is John Hancock.
Hello there, everyone.
On the left, Michael Kelley.
Good morning.
And I'm Andy Banker. On the agenda this morning, St. Louis officials want your input on how to spend the NFL settlement money after all this time, and on how to reuse the former workhouse prison. Would they dare use one to pay for the other? After more than a decade, the city can't figure out what to do about a man and a woman living in squalor on sidewalks in front of people's houses in South St. Louis. Former President Donald Trump is indicted in Georgia. He promised to reveal proof of election fraud tomorrow, but then he changed his mind. And our quote of the week is from the St. Charles County Council addressing drag and dress codes at the library. But first this morning, hamming it up in the campaign for two key races in Missouri in 2024, for the governor's office and for a U.S. Senate seat. Candidates were out in force at the ham breakfast at the Missouri State Fair in Sedalia. One of the top issues is whether Missouri voters should decide on legalizing abortion on that same November 24 ballot.
I think voters ought to be able to weigh in, and in every state and jurisdiction they want to.
I want to fundamentally change who has power in this country. I'm tired of us being ruled instead of represented, and we need to have more power and control for ourselves.
In the governor's race, Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft, St. Charles County Senator Bill Eigel, and Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe made the rounds. St. Louis County Prosecutor Democrat Wesley Bell has also been stumping at the fair. The ham breakfast is always looked at as a big deal, John, but why it's so early? Does it really matter?
Well, it's kind of like a beauty pageant for politicians. You know, they all get out there and they get the little ham on the plate and they rubbing shoulders with each other. It's a lot of fun to be there once. It's the kind of thing you want to do once, Andy. By the 12th or 13th year of the thing, it can get a little bit tedious.
Can we tell anything from it at this point?
Not really. The ag community, it does play a pretty disproportionate role in Republican primaries in the state. So if you get a sense that the ag community is coalescing behind somebody in a contested primary, that usually matters.
You know, one thing there's a dynamic here that jumped out at me. Lucas Kuntz is just totally focused on Hawley as if he's already the Democrat nominee. St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell's in that race too. Is it wise for him to just act like Bell doesn't exist?
Yeah, that's what I would be doing. It will be interesting to see how that race flushes out, but Lucas Kuntz got the attention this morning because of that behavior. Why do the politicians go to the ham breakfast?
Yeah.
Because how would they look better than standing next to a bunch of livestock? And that's exactly what we got to see, and I'm with John. I'm glad I don't have to go. It is a big deal in the state of Missouri. It is an opportunity for the politicians to actually talk to each other, shake hands, be cordial with each other. And that's what we saw happen. And Josh Hawley and his nonsense about abortion, suddenly he thinks voters ought to have a say. He's so full of it.
You know, and outside of debates, there aren't that many places where you and your opponents get to be in the same place. Yeah.
Nearly 2 years after Rams owner Stan Kroenke and the NFL settled a lawsuit with St. Louis, City Hall wants your input on how to spend its share. It was a $790 million settlement. The city of St. Louis got $280 million and earmarked $30 million of that for the stadium authority that operates the Dome, that stadium authority known as the RSA. So it's $169 million for St. Louis County and $70 million for the RSA from the initial split. The rest went to attorney's fees. The St. Louis Board of Aldermen will hold 3 public meetings to get feedback. People can also weigh in online for an entire year. Your thoughts, Michael, on what we should do with the money and the chances of putting politics aside to actually get something sort of big done in a regional sense?
Well, what we should be doing is spending it. And the fact that it's taken 2 years for them to put together a survey to come out and do this, I get it. It's transformational money. It's one-time money. They want to make sure it's spent appropriately. But really, you've got to do a survey to understand what the needs are in this city. The trash isn't being picked up. The roads aren't being policed. 911's, the phone calls are not answering.
Should they spend it on police and trash?
They should spend it, yes. These folks spent a lot of time, effort, and money to get elected. And what do they want to do? Now they want to sit around and think and study. Let's go and get going. Let's spend some money. Rome is burning.
Should we do trash pickup and more cops in the city of St. Louis, or something regional? Put the money back with St. Louis County share.
I mean, in a perfect world, Andy, these groups would all get together, city, county, regional sports authority, and they'd figure out, let's pool the money and let's do something massive, big, one-time spending. The problem with spending it on the cops is that you're obligating that spending for future years, and once this stuff is gone, it's gone. The other thing we know is that the money is worth less today than it was 2 years ago because of inflation. And they weren't even investing it for interest there for the longest time in the beginning. This gang is just dysfunctional. And my confidence level is not high that this money will be well used.
Well, would they spend any of that money on the mayor's plan for reimagining the city's former prison known as the Workhouse? The 23-acre site on Hall Street in North St. Louis has been empty for more than a year now. The mayor trumpeted its closing, but then had to keep part of it open because of major issues at the city jail downtown. Inmates repeatedly got out of their cells because the locks didn't work there. They broke windows on the building's exterior and set fires for all of us to see. Overcrowding and staffing shortages continue at the downtown jail. An advisory committee on the Workhouse is now seeking input on a narrowed down list of ideas, including a racetrack, a solar farm, an animal shelter, or a jail museum. Jump in here, John. You're probably big on the jail museum.
Jail museum. You know what you do with a jail, Andy? You put prisoners in it. We have got, and we've got a prosecutor in the city. There may actually be some prisoners now. And it's such folly what they've done. They've shut this facility down. There's nothing wrong with this facility. It was perfectly functional. And now they've got an overcrowded jail in the city where, the locks don't work. It's like Mayberry. It's like Otis coming in drunk on a Friday night. He gets out Saturday morning with a key. This is not rocket science. You have prisoners. You have an empty prison. I think that's the plan.
Why is the Workhouse such a darling of progressives, closing it down?
I have no idea. But they spent it, the mayor got elected on closing the Workhouse down. Let's give a little inside baseball here. What that ultimately meant is we canceled the federal contract to keep federal prisoners in our own prisons so that we could make room for local prisoners. That money's now being spent in Cape Girardeau and other places across the country. Therefore, we have one prison. It's overcrowded. There's riots, there's fires, there's breakouts that are happening. When Tashara Jones was not the mayor, she and members of the Board of Aldermen went down there and led protests and said this is wrong. Now these folks all sit in the aldermanic chamber and they're hiding their face. They have an opportunity to open the Workhouse, put people back in jail. Let's get this criminal justice system working. But instead, they're going to continue on their folly. I don't get it. I'm with John. I think this is the gang that can't shoot straight. They have great ideas, but they can't make a government work.
You like any of these ideas, for alternate uses?
No, I'm for putting the prisoners in jail, and let's get the prosecutors an opportunity to start a cycle and stop the overcrowding that's in the current jail that they created.
South St. Louis residents want the mayor to make a priority out of addressing an issue that has persisted for more than a decade and is something they see as a symbol of ongoing dysfunction in city government. A man and woman, refugees from Sudan, have been living right there on neighborhood sidewalks in a small shack made from shopping carts and old blankets. This has gone on for more than a decade under 3 different mayors. The couple has been living in that spot right there in front of someone's house at Chippewa and Spring for more than 2 years. There are issues with odor, rats, and blocking of the sidewalk, of course. It's kind of spilling out into the street a little bit. The couple has refused all help, including an offer of a tiny home from the city. City officials are asking residents for continued patience as 6th Ward Alderwoman Daniela Velasquez has initiated a task force to find a culturally appropriate solution. How does this need to be handled, Michael Kelley?
They need to be removed. This is ridiculous. This is a city that's trying to lure people into it, to move into our city, and we're allowing these folks to live on sidewalks? Look, this is part of the failed thought process that exists with progressives. There are some of these folks who don't want to live in a homeless shelter. They shouldn't be given the opportunity to go camp in front of your house because they choose not to do it. And we've got to get past this. Look, sometimes people just want to act outside the norm. That's what the case is here. Make them move. Let's move on.
More patience after 10 years under 3 mayors, John.
I got to believe they're blocking the for sale sign in that lawn there. You know, this is ridiculous. They obviously, there's some mental health issues going on here. You've got an obligation to that's personal private property that they're camping on out there. They need to be gone. Anybody who's let this go on for this long is just completely irresponsible.
Up next on Hancock and Kelley, we dive into more tough times for President Biden in the polls and far worse issues for former President Donald Trump, now facing criminal indictment number 4.